Hello children, today I am here to teach the topic matter in our surroundings. In this topic, I am going to discuss what is matter and what is its property. After hearing the topic, you have come to know that our surroundings are surrounded by different kinds of materials. We can see a large variety of things with different shapes, size and textures. Everything in this universe is made up of material which scientists have named matter. So, it has become very necessary to know what is matter. Anything which has mass and occupies space is known as matter. In other words, they both have mass and volume. Here are some of the examples of matter. They are books, pen, pencils, stones, water, clouds, plants, animals, and even human beings. Here are some of the activities to make the concept of matter more clear. As we all know, everything is made up of mass. Right, children? So today I have taken this pencil. Okay? You can see this pencil. This is made up of wood and graphite. Okay? And it has some mass. I can feel its weight. Now I am keeping this pencil on the table. And we can see this occupies some space. So by doing this activity, I can conclude that this pencil is a matter as it fulfills both the properties of matter. It has mass and it occupies space. Now children, again I am going to show you one more experiment. Here I have taken an empty bottle. Yes, you can see this bottle. It also has some mass and it has weight. As I keep it on the table, it also occupies some space. Okay children, right? Now I am going to fill this bottle with water. Here, this bottle I have filled with water. As I have filled this with water, it has become more heavy. Its weight has increased. I can feel it. See? It has become heavy. You know children, why its weight has increased? Because this water has some mass and it is filled in this bottle. And one more thing is this water has occupied the space of this empty bottle. So we can say that water is also a matter as it has some mass and it has also occupied the space. Okay children? Now here is another activity. You can see the picture of balloon and it is filled with hydrogen gas. As it is filled with hydrogen gas, it starts rising up in the sky. Children, do you know why it rises up? It goes up because hydrogen gas is lighter than air. So, we can say it has some mass, right? Right, children? And this gas has occupied the space of the balloon. In this way, we can consider balloon as a matter. So, we can now conclude that anything which has mass and occupies space is a matter. Correct? Now, physical nature of matter. Matter is made up of small particles. These particles are very small in size. Here you can see a bowl of sugar. The crystals of sugar can be seen easily. But if we take a glass of water, the particles cannot be seen properly because it is in continuous form. In the case of sugar, it is in particulate form. Okay, children? But this particle of sugar can be broken down into very small pieces. They both are made of millions of small particles. It is so small that it cannot be seen with the naked eyes, and it is very hard to imagine. Now I am going to explain our next point, that is properties of matter. The first property is particles of a matter have space between them. Next is particles of matter are continuously moving. And the last one is the particles of matter attract each other. Particles of matter have space between them. To show this, I have filled a glass with water and I have also marked the level, as you can see here. And I have also taken a bowl of salt. Now I am going to add some salt in this water. As I have added some salt in this water, the level of water rises up. Little bit. You can see here. Now I am going to stir it. After stirring, we can see that the increased level of water is back into its initial level. Wait, children, just see, have a look. Yes, you can see here. This shows that the particles of salt get into the space between the particles of water. Okay, children, right? Thus, we can conclude that particles of matter have space between them, and this space is known as intermolecular space. Particles of matter are continuously moving. To show this, I have again taken a glass of water. Now I am going to add a teaspoon of turmeric. Now children, see what happens. We can see the fine particles of turmeric are continuously moving. Yes, children, you can see this. This shows that the particles possesses kinetic energy. Now I am going to stir it. Now the particles of water dashes with the particles of turmeric and moves here and there. Through this activity, we conclude that particles of matter is randomly moving, and this movement is known as Brownian movement. particles of matter attract each other. To show this, I have taken a spoon, this, and I have taken a candle and a rubber band. Okay, children? Now, see, the spoon doesn't break easily. You know why? Because the particle of the spoon, that is iron, are tightly packed with each other, and the force of attraction between the particles is more. Okay? Now I am going to show this candle. Okay? See here. By applying little force, this candle is broken into two pieces. Now, children, tell me why? Because the particle of this candle is not tightly packed as in the case of iron, and they have less force of attraction than the iron particles. Okay? Now let me take this rubber band. Now see, I am stretching this and it has broken very easily. So you can see it here. Why is it so, children? Because the particles of rubber band are loosely packed and the force of attraction between the particles is very less. Okay, children? So through this activity, we came to know that particles of matter have force acting between them. This force keeps the particle together. Okay, children? One more thing, that is, the strength of the force of attraction varies from one kind of matter to another, as I have shown you all in the case of spoon, candle and rubber band.